Linnpower, synonymous with reliability, performance, and incredible technology packed into fantastic boards. This is the brand new Zephyr from Linnpower, a double kingpin street board meant for urethane and just carve ride feel. Don't let that fool you, because this board can definitely rip up to 30 miles per hour with an insane battery pack as well here too. Let's go ahead and dive into this thing and just reveal all about this absolutely amazing product from Linnpower. Alright, let's talk about the unboxing here, which was a beautiful unboxing experience, and also the price of this thing right now is $599. We're going to dive deeper into why that's an impressive number for everything that you're getting with this board, but just know that for $599, if this is your first board coming from longboarding, or you're looking for that second or third board to be a street wheel board, urethane riding, carve machine, beautiful power, for $599, it's awesome. And there's even a pro version for $799, which just gives you more power. We'll also dive into that later. Just because I know I'm going to be asked, this is the comparison next to the Parsec. So physically, a longer wheelbase, which actually is adjustable as well too, via two different hull mounts on the actual Zephyr. And just about the same deck clearance as far as the ground clearance as well too. So let's go ahead and give the overall board dimensions here. 37.6 inches long by 13 inches wide and 4.5 inches high. The actual deck size is 33 inches by 10 inches at the widest point here too. Now the actual deck type is the beautiful premium bamboo maple core with 3 layers of fiberglass reinforcement, and then the epoxy resin on the bottom there as well too. It's got these beautiful like laser etched things on the bottom here with some really nice sayings on here as well too. Just these nice, really subtle touches overall give it a very unique characteristic. While there is bamboo inside of here, it's not necessarily a flexi deck. It does have some flex, more so than a carbon fiber board, but overall it's pretty stiff, but it does have a little bit of flex to it. Standing platform wise, it's just about shoulder width apart from each other, but the actual holding platform with the raised flare edges give you a beautiful standing platform to just go ahead and carve all over the place or rip it.
Definitely hear those motors. Wow. Yeah, you hear those motors in every single aspect. 5250, 170 kV motors. This is the standard edition, mind you, of the Zephyr from Linnpower. Standard edition. And it can go up to 32 miles an hour with this setup. I believe a 2.6 gear ratio on these 85mm wheels with pulleys. It rips. It just rips. It just rips. And these EVE batteries, my first time ever using these EVE batteries, no voltage tag at the top end, granted. I'm 4 miles exactly, I don't know if you can see that in there, 4 miles exactly in, and haven't even dropped a bar yet. So, how we doing, guys? It is, whew, now we got some smooth road here. It is phenomenal. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the double kingpin. The return, in my opinion, the return of the double kingpin. So I prefer carve ride. I am not necessarily a speed demon. Yes, I can go fast. I've proven it. It's fun. But for me, skateboarding, surfing, snowboarding, that carve, that torque and that carve is what I want when it comes to anything along those lines that way. So for me, I'm all about that. And this board provides a very beautiful carve with those double kingpins on there. Now, this is an ungodly smooth road. I will definitely say that they paved this road recently by my house, and it has now been my 100% go-to for anything I'm testing on. And yeah, the Zephyr is no different. These 85mm wheels that they had, I believe, on the Viper as well, grippy, soft, beautiful. But this double kingpin setup now that are on these boards is just chef's kiss to any carve ride situation. If you are a Wapa King Wapa mode engaged, there's always merch on the websites down below too, so if you're ever interested in supporting the channel directly, pick up some sick merch for yourself. Got some cool shirts, you know, Legends Never Die, Electric Legends merch. But this carve ride feel is phenomenal. These double kingpin setups now, like such a short wheelbase, and being able to just rip around like this is wild. Now, their bushing selections, 99A bushings, with their own custom pivot cup. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I do think that stability-wise, it's very nice because you can rip it. Like I think I just hit 27, 28 miles an hour in that straightaway right there. And being able to do that, and also this. Road's a little wet. It's been raining for like 5 days straight here. We finally got some sunshine out, so waiting for these roads to dry up, but I am risking it for the biscuit. For you guys, it's for all for you. It's just phenomenal. Double kingpin is back. Not that it ever left, but like so many people went the traditional kingpin, the reverse kingpin route. I get it. It felt great. Stability, 100%. But there is something about a double kingpin setup for carve ride feel that you will always chase that endless wave. Always chase that endless wave.
Let's dive deeper onto these actual forged double kingpin trucks from Linnpower. This is beautiful technology packed inside of this truck. Realizing that it is a 5-axis CNC'd piece of aluminum here that they claim is actually race car grade aluminum. Not sure exactly what that means, but overall, the 130% more strength than a regular cast truck, and just know that they are utilizing a beautifully strong and CNC'd part here. Not only that, the kingpin and the axle is forged nickel alloy steel, basically meaning that it's CNC'd, heat treated, and then electroplated for superior strength and braking resistancy. They feel that the kingpins on other cast situations were breaking on the kingpins, and that these have much more durability. And all of those fancy words just mean that this is a fantastic pair of trucks that you know will be very reliable, very safe, and won't break unless, I don't even know, maybe ran over, but I still think that you're going to be fine in that sense. They are very strong and durable. The other thing that I really want to point out here too is the pivot cup situation. So the 99A bushings that are stock on there are great and all. They're superior for carvability and stability, which is fine. But the Linnpower wanted to go ahead and make a personalized custom pivot cup for these specific trucks. Reason being is that they weren't finding anything out on the market that met their standards, and they figured that they may as well just go ahead and customize their own pivot cup, which allows you to have that side play and gives you that stability when you are carving as well too. A lot of people kind of just overlook this, throw in something that's in there, but with Riptide and other companies that are aftermarket, they make these specialty cups. Linnpower wanted to go ahead and design their own custom one here, knowing that you can also use Riptide bushings with this as well too. So if you are looking to get even more of a precise carve for your ride feel, you can get Riptide bushings, utilize this custom pivot cup, and you will really dial in the ride to whatever you want to use.
Let's get our own little preview of the stance of this board is phenomenal. The wah-pah factor, I mean, literally trying to kick this thing out is near impossible. These wheels grip so incredibly well. I must say that it is fantastic in that sense, but it is such a pleasure riding on this wheel. I'm so glad that I found it. But yeah, man, the wah-pah factor on these double kingpin setups is just phenomenal. Phenomenal. Because it's so low, the center of gravity is so low with this double drop down deck. The stance is probably a little shorter than your typical setup is going to be. Let's see if we can get some shades here. But it is so nice. To be able to carve like this, be so aggressive on it. I got cars everywhere.
But yeah, buttery smooth. To be able to do this is just so nice. Such a deep carve. Double kingpin, those 99A bushings, and it's just so stable and planted. I mean, like, switchbacks here, basically doing a 90-degree turns on this thing. I don't even know if that's translating across here. Whew, hit a rock. And there it is. You kick out if you hit a rock a little too hard there. But other than that, this thing is locked in. So locked in. Let us go ahead and talk about the wheels here. They are sharp, very sharp edges here, meaning that the 85mm with the 78 durometer and the 59mm contact patch, you have a lot of grip, like too much grip. And I'm saying in here is that it's almost gripped to a fault, where you can't slide these out if you wanted to, which is, I guess, a good thing. But control-wise, you have very precise control. A little bit more effort in the carve turn, but it's very precise.
The sharpness of the wheels is grips. Almost a little too much. Like, you can't push these out as easily as the rounded edge tires. So if you see the wheels here, the wheels are so sharp edged, and that 85mm with 78 durometer, they just grip. And like, trying to kick this out is really a challenge. Like, I'm trying really hard. Something like a Kagwama or even like a Mad 105 even would break traction at that. The Evolve's 97 Super Grips, they have a breaking point as well too. So like, there's a ton of wheels that you can definitely feel kick out. These don't. These don't want to kick out. I mean, literally don't want to kick out. Oh, it's just such a nice ride. Such a nice ride.
Now, all of that being said, ride feel, quality, power, everything is fantastic, but let's go ahead and dive into the heart and brains and power of this, which is the Linnpower Flex Volt Pack. Now, this is the Zephyr regular edition, the standard edition, so this is the 14S2P EVE 50E cells, giving you 504 watt-hours of power. And that being said, is that it also has their BMS featuring toll pack MOSFETs, which basically just offers a higher power and lower heat generation. The Flex Volt system is a volt pack system that's with fire resistant on a PCB mounting, and basically allows you to have a very safe and standard pack. It's one of the safest systems out there, offering incredible rigidity and structure and flex with the board. The board, again, doesn't necessarily flex incredibly hard, but it does have a little bit of a bounce to it. That being said, too, this is also their first time jumping into the JECNN FOC ESC, but this is their first time jumping into this ESC. This ESC is fantastic. Smooth power, incredible acceleration, and it's actually got fully customizable parameters as well, too. Now, the Zephyr comes with the 32A bus current or 65A phase current, which basically just means that goes to the motors, the bus current comes from the battery. All of that just translates to this thing is snappy and powerful off the line. Acceleration with this gear ratio of 2.6 definitely puts down the power to the wheels. You're not going to be feeling any lack of acceleration unless you get to the bottom end of the battery pack. Now, let's talk about range when it comes to that as well too. So they're claiming up to 32 miles of range, but that is tested with a 154 pound or 70 kg rider at around 15 miles per hour, again, on a flat terrain. I have been carving the shit out of this board non-stop. So I will say that my range probably is not going to be what the standard is, but it is definitely got some serious range for what a 14S with these battery cells inside of here are. I was getting 24 miles of range on this thing. Now, I will say a caveat here. I've been testing this in S Plus mode only. I have been ripping it non-stop up to 27, 28, 29 miles per hour. And I've also been giving rides with my kids on here as well too. So you know that with my 220 pound body, my son who is another 65 pounds, my daughter who's another 30 pounds, you know, extra weight, obviously that definitely takes an effect to it. But know that this battery is definitely blew my mind away, actually. Not using EVE batteries beforehand, I'm very impressed with it. Again, all of this for $599 or even cheaper if you use my discount code DREW at checkout. That is just mind-blowing. It is a lot of fun for such a small package, a lot of affordability for what you're getting inside of this thing. So if you guys are interested in this board, go ahead and check out the link down below and go ahead and use my discount code. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, click that subscribe button. It helps tremendously and costs you absolutely nothing. And as always guys, remember, wear your helmet. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.